Hello everyone, I'm making this video because in 2021 I lost my Doberman named Cyber. If you're watching this video and you know me, most likely it's because of Cyber's video. I lost Cyber when he was 3 years old and today he would have been 6. It's his birthday and I figured I would take this day to hopefully help some other people possibly going through the same thing or just even if you're just looking for some type of support. Hopefully I can help you with this video. So like I said, Cyber would have been 6 years old today. So I figured today I can kind of give you 6 general, tips or advice on what to do if you're going through the grief of losing a pet. And specifically this video is going to focus on dogs. I've had other pets before, but most of my time has been with dogs. So I want to start the video by saying it's important to acknowledge the pain of losing your pet. You really have to know that it's important to feel whatever the range of emotions you're gonna feel, whether it's anger, sadness, feeling guilty. It really is important to just sit with those feelings and not do stuff that's gonna distract you from them. You don't wanna turn to alcohol, you don't wanna turn to smoking or whatever the vice is. You need to just sit with those, and if that's gonna make you cry, if that's gonna make you feel mad, if that's gonna make you feel whatever it is, it's okay, and you gotta go through those. You know, some people might think, oh, it's just a pet. I don't think that. To me, and I think a lot of people in my generation, these pets are our kids. And even though I had Cyber for a very short amount of time compared to the average lifespan of a Doberman, in that short amount of time that I had him, me and him grew so strong, and that just happens with your pets. They become your kids. And when you lose that pet or your fur baby, your baby, whatever you want to call them, you have to sit with those feelings. And that brings me to my next point. Not only just sit with those feelings, but also sit with your loved ones, your family, your friends. Seek support from your loved ones. I think that's something that helped me a lot. I can remember certain conversations and just people who were there for me. Drew was right by my side when I got the call of Cyber's diagnosis. The final visit to the vet with Cyber, I had my stepdad drive me there. And I know not in all cases people can plan for support being around there because stuff happens. So even after your pet is gone, it's important to seek support. And that can even mean someone just sitting in the same room with you silently and just being there with you. Because it meant a lot. Not only is their presence comforting and is nice for having someone there for you during this time period, but also it brings me to my next point, which is honoring the memories of your pets. Right behind me is a shrine for Cyber. I don't know what you want to call it, but this is in the middle of my house and I call it the heart of the house. I'll put a video here. I have all these pictures and just things that make me think of Cyber and make me remember memories. I remember this walk that we went on. This was the first house that I brought him into. We used to bike to this park all the time. This was the second house that we got after I got Kami, and he's looking out the window. I'll try not to jump all over the place, but so yes, pictures all around the house, honoring those memories, whatever you gotta do. On my Alexa, when it goes to on my Fire Stick, whenever it sleeps, it displays pictures from the Alexa app. I didn't want to turn on the device. And you can put pictures that display on the TV. Be careful. So I have all pictures related to Cyber, so I'm always reminded of him. And not only around my house, but to my point earlier, being around friends and family, there's a lot of moments that I didn't remember at the time that my mom will bring up. For example, Casey loves to take a toy and tease Kami and be like, oh, you almost had it, oh, and Kami will try to get it and he's like, yeet. So that's Casey's thing, and he was doing that at the latest family dinner, and my mom brought up a point how Cyber was always so gentle with it. Cyber's favorite thing was just having people hold the toy. He just wanted them to hold it. He wasn't crazy about it. He wasn't too crazy about all that stuff, but it was perfect when him and Kami got together because Cyber would just hold the frisbee or whatever it was, and then Kami would grab it and just shake it because she loves doing that to stuff. If you guys know Kami, you'll see all the videos I have of her doing that, and it just worked perfect. Cyber loved people holding the toy, and Kami held it all the time. And just little moments like that my mom made me think about Now, everyone's different when it comes to the next topic, but I think everyone can generally agree that you need to take care of yourself, because you're not going to want to do anything. You're not going to want to care about any. I guess I can only speak for myself, but I didn't care about anything. I, obviously had Kami. I had my family, my friends, my best friends. But losing something that was the foundation of your happiness is crushing. And since I didn't care about anything, I didn't care about myself either, So it's very important to take care of yourself physically, emotionally, and just, whatever you got to do through self-care activities, exercise, just walking outside. I thank God that I had Kami. I still had to play with her. I still had to exercise her. I still had to get up and let her out. So that was important. And that's what helped me, is taking care of Kami. With taking care of Kami, I had to take care of myself. I had to go outside. I had to present myself. I had to take a shower. You know what I mean? So that's what helped me. And if I didn't have Kami at the time, I would have sought professional help and gone to a therapist that possibly specializes this. And now I know there's a Zoom and all these ways that there's support if you can't get it for yourself. All this self-care stuff takes time, and that means, number 5, you have to be patient with yourself. This is going to be a process. I'm still going through this process. It's 2024. I lost him in 2021. I honestly think every year, especially on this date, I'm going to be thinking of him. I think about him every day, but today, the date of his birthday, I'm always going to remember that. And it's the same thing for Thanksgiving. I don't associate with Thanksgiving anymore. That was the day I lost Cyber. So that's just another time to reflect. And it changes the course of your brain in ways you probably won't imagine until, you go through that. And if you have, you most likely know what I'm talking about. Everyone, it obviously heals differently, and it's going to take time. And everybody has a different journey. Everyone has a different process. But just be patient with yourself. I almost feel guilty for trying to give advice on this part because I'm still going through this. A family friend gave me this note, and in here somewhere it says, "Grief takes time and eventually diminishes and fades away. You'll get through this for many reasons. For Kami, who needs you more than ever, because of your loving family and friends who are there to help and support you, for that damn lucky future Derek dog." At the end of the note it says, "Derek, life goes on. There will be better days." If that person is watching this video, thank you. I didn't want to put the personal details in there, but that is the note that led me to this point, which was be patient with yourself. At the end of the day, all you can do is remember the love, which is number 6. Remember the love that you shared with your pet. The love from a pet is just unimaginable unless you get a dog or a pet. The love that you can get from a dog, you will never know unless you have a pet directly. I've had family pets before. I've had family members that have had pets, and I love those dogs. But once I got my own dog and that dog was in my lap, that was a different type of love. This was a type of love that was only able to have because I took care of this creature in my lap. This beautiful small puppy in my lap is now something I'm responsible for. And that is a different type of love I could ever imagine. And it's important to remember all those moments that you would consider love. And everybody has different moments and different memories. And during this journey of going through this grieving process, you will experience moments that just make you really happy. This process that you're going to go through, this grieving process, is love. You're gonna remember all the amazing moments and just times that you cherish, and it's important not to forget those. I'm sure your pet brought a lot of joy into your life and gave you so much love, and you don't want to forget that. That's gonna help you move forward, and it's gonna help you get through this process, and they're always gonna be by your side. I hope this video helped anyone who needed the support. For the people who knew Cyber, I wanted to end this video on more of a personal note. So if you were here just for that support, this is the end of this video, and the rest of the video will be more personal. Thank you for watching. So on a more personal note, I want to end the video on 6 things that Cyber loved, and those things are one-wheeling, soup bones, big sticks. Also, when I say big sticks, I'm not exaggerating. He would tug on whole ass trees if he could. And he could. Here's a video. He loved the love sack, which is a giant beanbag. He also loved playing frisbee with Kami and tugging toys with her. This 6th thing isn't really an item. He just had this never-ending love for life. He was always down for anything. He was like, oh, we're going that way? All right, let's do it. Doesn't matter where we're going. We're gonna jump off this cliff into water. Let's do it. The one thing about the Doberman breed is they're known as Velcro dogs, and that was especially the case with Cyber. He not only had like that love of life, but just was always by my side. That concludes the more personal side of this video on 6 things that Cyber loved. And Cyber, I love you, buddy. Happy birthday. Everyone give their loved ones just some extra love. And not only today when you watch this video, but all the time you can. That's a huge thing I learned, is time with your loved ones is so important. You're never gonna get it back.